Are you planning a cruise but want the best deal possible? What if I told you there are special booking windows, standby programs, and insider tricks that most travelers don't even know about? Tricks that can save you hundreds, or even thousands, on the exact same cruise? I once met a couple who booked their cruise last minute and paid far less than I did. And today, I'm going to show you how to do the same. Stick around, because these tips could completely change the way you book your next cruise. Wave season. Let's start with the biggest one, wave season. If you've never heard of it, wave season runs from January through March, and this is when cruise lines bring out their best sales of the year. Think of it as Black Friday, but for cruises, and it lasts for 3 whole months. During this time, you'll see deals that aren't just about lowering the cruise fare. We're talking free drink packages, free Wi-Fi, onboard credits you can use in the shops or spa, sometimes even free third and fourth guests in a cabin. For families, these are huge savings. The other reason to book during wave season is availability. The best cabins, the family rooms, spa cabins, they go fast. And if you're hoping to sail over Christmas or New Year's, those cruises usually sell out first. So if you want the best price and the best cabin, wave season is the time to book your cruise. Holland America Standby Program. Another way to save money on a cruise is through Holland America's Standby Program. Not every cruise line does this, and that's what makes it so interesting. It's perfect if you're flexible with your travel dates and don't mind making last-minute plans. Here's how it works. Instead of booking your cruise the traditional way, you put yourself on a standby list for a specific sailing. The prices are dramatically lower than normal. Inside or ocean view staterooms are $99 per person per day, while veranda cabins are $129 per person per day. To put that into perspective, a 7-night ocean view cruise could cost under $700 per person. And here's the kicker. The third and fourth guests sail free. That means 4 people can cruise for just around $1,400 total. That's an incredible deal. About a week before departure, Holland America starts assigning these standby cabins. If you're confirmed, congratulations. You just got at a huge discount. If not, you'll either get a full refund right away, or you can keep waiting all the way up until 90 minutes before the ship leaves. And if you're still not confirmed by then, you'll get your money back. Of course, there are trade-offs. You won't get to pick your exact cabin or location, and you only know at the very last minute if you're sailing. That's why this program works best for people who live near a cruise port, since booking last-minute flights can quickly eat into your savings. If you love spontaneity, can pack on short notice, and don't care much about cabin location, the Holland America Standby Program can be an amazing way to cruise at a discount. Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Another way to get a great deal on cruises is during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Every November, most cruise lines roll out short but powerful sales to capitalize on the holiday shopping frenzy. These promotions often mirror what you see during wave season. The cruise fares are discounted, and the deals are loaded with lots of free extras. You might get free onboard credit, complimentary specialty dining, a free beverage package, free Wi-Fi, and third and fourth guests sail free. Sometimes you'll even see bonus offers like reduced deposits, which can make it easier to book a cruise without committing a lot of money up front. The trick with Black Friday sales is timing. Unlike wave season, where you have a few months to decide, Black Friday and Cyber Monday promotions are usually only available for a few days. If you see a deal, you have to act fast. The best way to prepare is to sign up for email lists with your favorite cruise lines or even follow them on social media. That way, when the sales go live, you'll be among the first to know. Last-minute bookings. An easy way to save money on a cruise is by booking last minute. These are sailings booked within 60 to 90 days before departure. Why this window? Cruise lines require final payment about 90 days out, and there are always cancellations. To fill those empty cabins, prices often drop dramatically. The upside of booking last minute is obvious, the price. You can sometimes find cruises that are hundreds of dollars less than what people who booked early paid. I once met a couple on a Panama Canal sailing who booked just weeks before the cruise and paid significantly less than I did. But there are downsides to booking last minute. You'll need to pay the entire balance up front. There's no deposit option this close to departure. Plus, cabin choices will be limited. You'll likely end up in the worst cabins on the cruise ship. And the last-minute airfare and hotels can eat into any savings. That's why last-minute bookings work best for people who live close enough to drive to the cruise port. The key to last-minute bookings is flexibility. If you're willing to take whatever cabin is left and aren't tied to specific vacation dates, you can get amazing deals. Future cruise bookings. Another way to save money is to book your next cruise while you're still on your current one. Just stop by the Future Cruise desk, and you'll often find deals that are better than anything available once you're back home. Booking through the Future Cruise desk comes with many perks. Cruise lines typically offer extra onboard credit that you wouldn't get if you booked later. You may also get first access to cabins that aren't yet available to the general public, which is a big advantage if you're eyeing a new ship or a unique itinerary. Plus, you don't have to pay much up front. Deposits are often reduced, sometimes as low as $100 per person. On a recent MSC cruise I took, I booked 2 future sailings while on board. Not only did I receive generous onboard credits, but I also secured my preferred midship cabin, which is important for me since I'm prone to seasickness. The best part? The deposit was fully refundable up until the final payment deadline, so it felt like a no-commitment option. I could cancel at any time if needed. Not every cruise line is this flexible. Some deposits are non-refundable, so it's always wise to double-check before committing. Another way to save money is to buy future cruise credits. These are like gift cards with a bonus. For example, you might pay $150 for a credit that's worth $300 toward a future cruise. The value is great if you're sure you'll sail with that line again, but there are risks. The credits usually expire, and they can only be used with the cruise line where you purchased them. I once bought a Norwegian cruise credit thinking I'd use it, but because my family's schedule revolves around school breaks, I ended up booking with a different cruise line. That credit expired, and unfortunately, the money was lost. Shoulder season deals. Another smart way to get a good deal on cruises is by booking during the shoulder season. This is the period just before or after the busiest travel months. For example, Alaska cruises in May or September are often much cheaper than those in the middle of summer. Mediterranean cruises in the late fall are less expensive than midsummer, and Caribbean cruises in the fall and early December or right after New Year's are usually cheaper. Shoulder season works best for retirees or anyone with flexible schedules because families tied to school calendars usually can't travel during these windows. But do know that the weather will be less than ideal during shoulder season. Alaska in May or September can be cooler and less predictable than the peak summer months. Caribbean cruises in the fall will be within hurricane season, which is one reason the fares are lower. But for travelers who can be flexible, shoulder season has several advantages: smaller crowds, calmer ships, and much better prices. Repositioning cruises. Another way to save money on cruises is by taking a repositioning cruise. These are longer sailings that happen when cruise lines move their ships from one region to another. For example, from Alaska to Asia in the fall. Because they're one-way trips with plenty of sea days, the per-night cost is often surprisingly low compared to traditional cruises. Of course, there are a few trade-offs. You'll need to book a one-way flight, which can sometimes be pricey. There are also a lot of sea days, which means long stretches without port stops, and crossing large oceans can be tough if you're prone to seasickness. On top of that, many repositioning cruises happen during off-peak shoulder season, so weather can be cooler or less predictable than during peak months. For travelers who enjoy lots of sea days and are looking for a bargain, repositioning cruises can be an incredible value. Price drop monitoring. Here's another great way to save money on cruises. Even after you've booked, your price isn't always locked in. Many cruise lines will honor a price drop if it happens before your final payment date. That means you can book early to secure the cabin you want and still take advantage if fares go down later. Some cruisers save hundreds of dollars just by keeping an eye on prices and calling the cruise line or their travel agent. It's one of the easiest ways to make sure you're never overpaying for your cruise. Holiday sales throughout the year. Another easy way to get a good deal on cruises is to book it during smaller holiday sales throughout the year. Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, sales. Cruise lines love running short promos around these holidays. They're not always as strong as Wave Season or Black Friday, but if you're already planning to book, timing your reservation around one of these sales can give you that little extra perk or onboard credit. Get your free cruise packing list. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned traveler, this one-page checklist makes sure you never forget the essentials. Download my free cruise packing list printable. Link in the description below. Going on an Alaska cruise? Most travelers make these mistakes, and they can ruin your trip. Don't miss the next video. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe for more cruise and vacation videos like this. Thanks for watching.